Let me give you 3 reasons on why she needs to be investigated. If you're unaware, there's a trial for a Minnesota nonprofit known as Feeding Our Future. Currently, there are roughly 70 people connected to a $250 million fraud scheme. So Feeding Our Future is a nonprofit who was funneling money through 26 other nonprofits. Around half of the people involved have pled guilty and the rest are facing trial. I had a feeling that there might be some government involvement considering what the company had been going through. One of the nonprofits that was under Feeding Our Future, known as the Safari Restaurant, had a special guest appear back in 2020. So I did a little digging to find that video.
They were going into Safari Restaurant where they are packing meals for children and their families. They serve about 2,300 kids every single day. And today we're helping pack those meals for children. Because of the Meals Act that I introduced that got passed into the CARES Act, now school districts can have the support of businesses like Safari to be able to get meals into children and their families who are now distance learning, who rely on getting their daily meals from the schools. So
here's an awesome headline that's being completely ignored by the mainstream media. There's one connection to the government, and there's the connection to Ilhan Omar at the Safari Restaurant, but that's not the only connection to her. Aside from Miss Ilhan Omar bragging about how she passed legislation that led to the funding of the Safari Restaurant, I went and snooped through her X account. The second connection is this person right here, Anissa Hajamumin, I think. Guess what Anissa's also connected to? Pause to read this part so you can see the other players involved, specifically that guy. Anissa was hired by the SCRS, which is the Somali Community Resettlement Services. Now that nonprofit somehow was able to secure a $2.3 million mansion for the Somali community. Sorry, $2.6 million. I don't know about you, but I would be absolutely outraged if I lived in Minnesota. All right, so let's do a little recap. So first, we saw her bragging about passing legislation that led to the funding of this business. Number 2, her connection with Anissa, amongst other people involved. Number 3, her promoting for this business. If she would have worked there, she would have been able to see that they were not giving out thousands of meals a day. Don't you think? So I'm not saying that she's guilty, but I do think she needs to be investigated. Because in the world of conspiracy theories, we don't believe in coincidences.